Hey guys, welcome to the On the Weekly podcast. I'm here with Jarrett Wade 8 from his channel. Go sub to him or whatever, and Vaderman 91.
Only for masterpieces.
Yeah, and I'm Brady Day of BDS Studios, and we're talking about Melvin Dew. Good talk, guys. Why are you pulling the tripod out? Melvin Dew? Why is it not sitting?
Oh, because it was off the ledge.
Ben here is writing about Melvin Dew.
It's true.
Hey. Because I was planning to make a video about Melvin Dew, but it got too late. You vlogging about Melvin Dew?
That's how I feel whenever I see Ben.
You sees? So how about that Melvin Dew, guys?
Oh man, Melvin Dew to me, he's like a hidden pearl that you find after searching forever. His lines are so short, but so genius. You know, sometimes you don't have to say a lot to mean a lot.
Yeah.
Too many people have been mistreated in cinema. Melvin Dew, Zack Snyder,
George
Lucas,
Jar Banks.
Melvin Dew.
You name like legit people, and then you're like,
Hey, what are you talking about? Melvin Dew is a legit person.
fine, Melvin Dew is a real person.
No, yeah, he really speaks volumes into my soul. Like
Every time.
sometimes if I need to be at peace and just if I'm restless at night, I'll just replay that clip like 15 times
Melvin
and it'll
Dew.
lull me to sleep.
You know, I'm thinking about getting a tramp stamp, or at least one on my arm, up here in cursive. It says Melvin Dew with 2 quotation
I
marks.
would recommend that. Yeah, he only does say 3 words, but like,
But doesn't Scooby say him too?
yeah, exactly.
Don't you mean? And then doesn't he say Melvin Dew?
Yeah, exactly. And I honestly consider these 3 words are above, in my opinion, Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech.
I think so. What are you looking at? You looking at my notes?
Oh yeah. Hold up. Let me
You don't
read
want to spoil the video,
best
man.
part of this.
You don't want to spoil the video,
Let
man.
me read you the best part of this script. It happened to be written by me.
Completely.
That makes Melvin Dew a pivotal character in context. What the heck does this say? I can't read
Dude, I'm
it.
illiterate, man. Hey, give me the paper so I can read it for you. This is his words, not mine. Melvin became the sole hero of the story. The Luke to Star Wars. The Indiana to Indiana Jones. The Zack Snyder to masterpieces. Again, not my words here.
It's
I'm
his
reading
words.
Jarrett's words. Oh Lord, that was gross. So, what was your favorite part of the movie, gang? We watched Scooby Doo, 2002, with Melvin Dew.
Honestly, like,
What about you?
It was a pretty cheesy movie.
Yeah, it is.
But like, it honestly made me laugh in so many.
Funniest movie I've ever seen.
No, I love the part when there's this first scene where they're on the set of the brainwash thing, and Jarrett got so emotional about how they were farting, and he said if he were watching it in a movie theater now, he would stand up and applaud, and then look at people like, why aren't you applauding? So if AMC Cinemas, if you're ever thinking about showing Scooby-Doo on Halloween, you know, I will stand up in the theater. Are you filming?
No, I'm filming.
And like,
Oh, that's fine.
Hey, can't you live stream on YouTube from your phone?
Yeah, you can.
That's cool.
You can do Periscope, I think.
No, you can live stream from YouTube.
On your phone?
Yes, from the app. You can press the live stream
I
button.
never knew this.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So, are you live streaming?
No,
Oh,
I
you
can though.
Do it, dude.
Okay.
We'll live stream the podcast. It's going to be
Pretty
super
sure you
terrible.
can.
It's
Yeah,
gonna-
you can broadcast, allow access,
Where do you want to put it so they can see us?
allow YouTube to take pictures and record video. I can bring that. Yeah.
I did have an idea for some upcoming videos though.
You can drop it on the podcast. You just have no one take it.
Like, so
Let me get to this side then.
So we watch a movie.
Yeah.
We do an intro to the movie, and then afterwards it just cuts to different shots of individually us saying our honest opinions of us,
I'm
and
talking
then
about
and then we kind of reconfigure.
Oh, okay. As a group and talk
Yeah.
about the whole movie,
Yeah.
parts we liked, and
Yeah,
if
and
we
then-
recommend to other people.
And then like we can have the cool like little like like when like if like you cut to me speaking or something like that, you can like have the name pop up below or something like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Well,
fade away. Like
they'll probably know
Let me
eventually.
search up exactly how you do it. Because I pressed the button, and like it went to my camera for some reason, and I pressed record, but it doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. If we can get a solid like a weekly thing.
That's why I'm trying to do it on the weekly as a podcast. This is the pilot episode. If people actually enjoy this, then we're gonna do it. Because I wanted to live stream and do the podcast, but I think it'd be better if I I'll drop this video either like next week at some point. If I have time, I'll do this whole video tomorrow night, and then I'll drop it like that night and advertise the podcast in it. And if people come and see it, they see it. And if not, pardon me. If not, I can put it in video form, which I've always kind of wanted to do, where I'll make like a setup, kind of, like a picture, and then have like a picture, like have other pictures overlaid over it based off what we were talking about, and have like all of our names there.
Or like, or when we're talking about a specific part in the movie, we can show that video.
Or yeah,
clip
even pause the audio of the podcast and show the clip.
Or like you can just have me talking over it, and just not.
I don't know
have
how that
the
is.
audio.
I don't know how that is with copyright, but
No, because you wouldn't be having the sound to the clips.
that's
so
true. But it's still.
Hey, where does the podcast go?
Where will the podcast go?
Yeah.
Well, it'll go on SoundCloud probably, and then I'll try to get it on YouTube maybe. Finding a way to put it into a video
let's
form.
be honest. You mean none of us have like over 70
No.
subscribers, so they're not gonna like hunt
No,
us.
but if I advertise it and people we know want to see it, then you know what I mean.
They're not gonna like hunt us down for it.
No.
Oh, you have to have the YouTube gaming app.
Oh, you don't. I take it.
No, I do now. And then you can press stream 720.
You stream from your phone.
I stream now.
That is hilarious.
That's funny that it's that high quality, to be honest.
Well, he's got a nice phone.
Mic captures game audio. from
I'm actually
speakers, so
really
turn
impressed.
up the sound.
I'm impressed that you figured it out that fast, because I used to use Periscope, and Periscope films okay, like live stream wise, but it's not amazing. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about streaming Cuphead around the holiday season, and I know it probably won't be that popular. I just know the price is going to go down on it when it is on sale on Steam, because it's going to be $20 for a long time, which isn't that crazy, but I don't want to spend money on it. So, are we going to talk about the film we almost watched tonight? the King of Scotland?
Gosh, okay. Well, that ended up being a good movie.
Yeah, I know. And when we get together, we tend to watch something that's not the greatest. So, we were waiting for Jared to show up, and I look on, I think I just Google searched it, and I looked at the cast list, which I knew most of them from when I looked at Scene Selection. But I looked at the ratings, and it was like a 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb, which I trust IMDb more than Rotten Tomatoes, and it was like a 77, maybe 76%, which is pretty good. But it wasn't fresh. If it's fresh, it could be fake, according to Jarrett, depending on the movie though. Because the new Ghostbusters film got a fresh right when it came out. Do you remember that?
It was a garbage movie.
I know.
What it was?
The new
The new
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah.
And it got fresh. I totally believe Sony paid the crap out of them.
You know, definitely. There's no way it could have. I literally wanted to gouge my eyes out with a knife.
It was just. It wasn't fun. It was so cringy.
It really wasn't. And I feel like there are just some movies that you don't like. Well, obviously they made a Ghostbusters 2
Right.
that nobody remembers because it was such a terrible movie also.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some films that you just shouldn't touch. You should just leave them alone. Not every film has to have a sequel, guys. Come on.
Well, they wanted to reboot it, is what they're
Yeah.
trying to do. A soft reboot.
Well, they tried to do the feminist reboot.
I'm okay with women Ghostbusters. I don't have a problem.
I don't either.
If the writing is good and they're funny,
No, they weren't though.
they are. I no, but the thing is though, I like all those comedians. I thought they are all
I know, they were
great.
just given a
I just
poor
don't
script.
understand why they did so bad. I don't think it was the script. I think it was Paul Feig was just like, I'll let them do whatever they want, and then I'll keep the parts I think are the funniest. You know.
Yeah.
And then maybe his sense of humor didn't line up with the demographic, or I just don't know. I think he just had so much fun making it, he didn't think about people actually liking it.
Yeah, people actually.
Because Sony lost a lot of money on that. They were going to have a whole new film sector based off
I don't really know how to record like automatically to your camera. Like it said to open an app and to record the app, so I just click the correct camera app.
It's recording the camera.
Yeah,
That's
but
hilarious.
it shows like all the icons and stuff.
That's really
stupid.
cool.
But point is, Paul. So they were gonna make a whole new film sector of Sony for Ghostbusters, and they were they lost money. They had to fire a ton of people they were gonna hire. They had other like ideas for movies, maybe like in the works. They wanted maybe even a TV series, like a spinoff. They had so much planned, and they just wiped the slate clean. So
Yeah. Speaking of wiping the slate clean, how about Disney wiping the Star Wars slate clean?
well, but the prequel slate clean is what they were trying to do. It didn't
Hey, you
work.
have the YouTube app pulled up on your phone? Or
No.
have it on your phone?
Yeah, I do.
You should
Go
pull
on
it up and
YouTube.
see if it's live streaming.
See if it's
my
on
camera.
Zero 88. Yeah,
It is.
it is.
It looks something like this.
Is it really bad?
Oh, it even shows the top. How do
Yeah,
you
it
get
shows
that
the
off?
top too. Unfortunately.
Show me the top thing. I want to see what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty poor.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Yeah,
Shows
I
the
would just,
stream
I would
off
just
and-
cancel that and like.
No,
get it off.
it's not that bad, is it? Can you get it to go away?
I don't know
Okay.
It's okay.
how.
Can you like minimize it?
I just got the little icon off, but
Okay. Yeah, it's wipe this slate clean Disney.
No, I can see why. Okay, I can see why they would like want to get rid of
Midichlorians and some of that stuff.
No, not just like I can see why they wiped the slate clean of everything that happened after episode 6 because that's where they're primarily making.
Oh, you're
their
talking about the
movies.
expanded universe
And then, but they had no reason to wipe the expanded universe
before the prequel.
before the prequels because that had no effect on them whatsoever. Well, or I don't know. I haven't seen episode.
That's
8
my
yet,
point.
so-
I think the only case it would have is maybe with Snoke. That might
I don't
have
know,
something
we
to
don't
do
know
with
where
Snoke.
Snoke
Right,
is.
we don't know who Snoke is.
Well, since Snoke is Mace Windu, I'm convinced that.
Since Snoke is Jar Jar Binks. I don't know. I like the. You know, I dismissed the Darth Jar Jar theory a while ago, even though I thought it was really awesome. But based on all the facts they put at hand at the time, I really believed it. Like, you know, it was probably a year after Episode 7 came out, same time, Rogue One, that era. So it was going into winter last year. I watched a ton of theories about Darth Jar Jar, and there was a part where they said the reason they made so many villains on the spot is because they were going to set Jar Jar up as a villain in Episode 1, but everyone hated him so much that they had to rewrite Episode 2 and 3. I don't really believe that, but there were some facts there that, because Dooku's rushed, you don't know much about him, they just throw him in, you know?
Yeah, I feel
he
like
should have been in Episode 1, I
They,
think. If
they
were gonna
could
put
have
him in.
developed it and like.
And they threw in Maul. Well, Maul was already going to be in that movie, but I mean, they
Maul-
threw in...
Maul was amazing.
They threw in Grievous, too, out of nowhere. Like another filler, but they could have had Jar Jar Binks as a filler. And they said that the scene where Sidious and Yoda fight, it was actually going to be Jar Jar and Yoda fighting in there.
I would have probably killed myself. If that
No, but if he was actually someone intimidating and scary, like...
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm saying him in black robes and shooting... Like,
Okay,
it would be a
yeah.
very similar scene, just him
Okay,
going,
if you-
well, this is going to kill you, I don't know.
Okay, if you put like Dora the Explorer in black robes and like shoot lightning, that doesn't make her intimidating.
He'd be a Sith Lord.
Did you see Michael Bay's producing Dora Explorer live action?
There's a Dora the Explorer live action movie?
And Michael Bay's producing it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Who's directing, though?
I don't know.
yeah, she's. I don't know how they're gonna incorporate that many explosions into the movie, but
How are they going to write in explosions? Did you like the Ninja Turtle Michael Bay remakes at all? Like
is
two
that the one
Ninja-
where they had Rhino and the other guy as the villain?
Well, that was Bebop Rocksteady in the second one, but the first one, did you see the first one?
First of all,
I
Ninja
never-
Turtles, the new Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
yeah, a little bit.
I didn't. The only
Wasn't
one
that bad.
I didn't see it.
the only one that I saw was the one with Bebop and Rocksteady.
So the sequel, Out of Shadows,
Mhm.
was it dumb as I heard it was?
No, I enjoyed it.
Was it okay though?
Yeah, it was
like you'd
okay.
see it again. Well, maybe not see it again, but you tolerated it enough.
You know what's crazy though? I actually haven't seen episode 7 more than once. Like I saw it in the theaters. That was it. Like I have like 2 copies of it at my house, but I've just never.
I don't think I've seen it more than once. Now, actually thinking about it, oh, never mind. I think I did go to the movie theater to see it again.
I mean, I even saw Rogue One 3 times.
I don't want to see Rogue One more than once ever again. I know when we do that Star Wars marathon we were talking about, I'll have to sit through it. That's the one movie I'm not that excited for because Episode 1's hilarious. 2 is I don't want to talk about it, but I'll tolerate it. 3 also I don't want to talk about it, but I'll tolerate it even more because I enjoy that movie. And then Rogue One will make me want to cry. And then 4 is cringy at times, but it's still really good. 5 is perfect. 6 is alright too, but not as perfect as 5. It's still really good. 6 is a lot of fun. I like the opening to 6 a lot, but I also think, like, not rewatching it, because I started watching it last week, it takes a long time for the plot to start to get going.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's worth it in the end, because...
It's okay. It's a good slow crawl. It reminds me of 4, how 4 started with a really slow crawl,
Yeah.
and then the plot started.
No, I think the whole, like, Jabba scene is...
I just like the part with the Sarlacc pit. That whole scene I think is really creative and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I also didn't realize how revealing the Leia like bikini thing is. That's really like crazily.
Especially for back then.
Yeah. No wonder nerds are like humana.
Oh,
And
Jake just sent us a snap.
What'd Jake say? Are there any films you guys are rearing to see right now?
What should we start out with?
What do you mean?
Like, for our official, like...
Star Wars marathon, or you mean for the show?
For the show.
Well, the way I see it is we need to get a creative team and like pitch the show. If it makes any sense. Like we need to get a format in mind and plan out where we're gonna go with it. And then, because I've always wanted to have a creative team on a show, and with a show like that, Overzealous, I would want to pitch it at somebody and say, "Well, would you watch this?" And they go, "Oh yeah." Think of it like almost like you're selling a product. Like you need to like when I write videos, I think about the grand scheme of it, and like if I'll describe it, a cohesiveness in brand per se. We have to make every video. This is a hard task, but you have to make it as similar to the last one as possible while still evolving and becoming something different, but still keeping the same format. If that makes any sense.
Here's what I'm thinking. It's like you have your introduction, like
which is the movie. And we read maybe the back of it, like, kind of like they do on Best of the Worst. If I were you, Ben, I know you hate Red Letter Media, but you're gonna have to see them if we're gonna do a video like this because they do crap like this all the time.
So then we go introduction, and then we go each of our individual
opinions, maybe about the movie before the movie, before we've seen it.
Or no, we can do a group opinion before, and then our after we watch it, and then our individual opinions, and then finally a group opinion
with everybody.
And then that will probably be the meat of the segment.
Will be the group opinion. We'll probably all sit at like a table or something with like a light, and we'll sit down and talk retardedly about it.
Oh, like streams. Okay.
Wait, is it streaming now?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You want to set it up?
Sure.
We're a little late. We're 17 minutes in our podcast. That's fine. I'm thinking about films that are coming up this year.
So it would look something like that.
So there would be a group introduction too, and then there would be clips throughout the review when we reference something. We'll pull it up in the film. See, that's almost exactly Best of the Worst.
Oh, really?
You should watch that show though to get an idea. If we're gonna do a Best of the Worst styled show, watch Best of the Worst first. Then you can be like, oh, we shouldn't do this. Like if they do something you don't like, go, okay, we shouldn't do this. And also, they do three movies. We can do one probably, and we could if we find a way to stretch it out. So what
I'm thinking each movie would probably be somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes. Or
like something. The video, the warm spot you want to get on YouTube is the algorithm favors like longer videos, right? So if you get over 10 minutes, that's good, but it doesn't look that good for people. So I would aim as close to 10 without getting 10.
I'm saying like, what if we just get a hair over 10?
That's perfect. That's what I'm saying. Get as close to 10 without actually getting 10.
And then if we need be, we can cut
10
out.
what?
Like 10, 15.
Minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm saying the video.
What? The video?
The whole runtime.
So I'm thinking it would be something like this. Like we would introduce the movie or whatever that we're watching and stuff like that before we watch it. And then a group opinion about it before we watch the movie, like our early thoughts going into it.
Before we even know
Then
what
we
it is.
watch the movie, then it's 3 separate clips of each of our individual opinions about it, and then we do a group discussion, and this would probably be the bulk of the video.
Yeah.
Is us talking about the movie after we've seen
And the
it.
thing is,
What did Jake send you on Snapchat?
Oh, he just sent me a picture of his stove. I don't know
what the
why.
heck? You
Anyway,
guys have a streak or something?
Yeah.
What I was thinking is we need to find a place between that 9:45, 10:15 mark.
10:30 maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
10. Yeah, 10:30 mark's not bad either. That sweet spot where the YouTube algorithm will suggest it to people.
And I feel like once we do like 5 of them, it'll just like,
Well, it'll make more sense.
well, it'll just come more naturally to us.
Can you pull up YouTube again real fast?
Yeah, of course.
Wait, you checking on the stream now?
Yeah, I want to
That's
see what it
fine.
looks like.
It
Let me
probably
say
looks
that.
a lot better now. What did you put it in?
It's an app called Streamlabs. It's like what
Yeah, he
everyone
put a
uses
Justice
for
League
their
for the
alerts and
thumbnail,
stuff.
of course.
I did?
Yeah.
No, it automatically did that. I never did
It was
that.
his
So
default.
this is it right here.
Because you don't have your stream settings set up. If you want to play with it on your computer, I can teach you how to put your stream settings. Is it just not pointed at us?
It is.
The lighting sucks, but that's okay. If you want me to bring the lamp, I could, but
No, it's fine.
okay.
It's just live stream.
No, it's. No, but
I like that
would
format.
Would you be opposed to that? Would you? Like,
I'd
be
like that.
I'm fine with that.
You want to do it every Saturday, you said?
Yeah.
Or at least every week? We need to find a rotation. You need to get what I like to call one, because when I want to do my podcast, I want to do regulars, because I know YouTube would be really good regulars to have, because all three of us have pretty differing opinions on film. We normally end up agreeing, but you don't, but that's okay.
Well,
Because it's good to have a pool of opinions.
Usually,
here.
what happens is you guys are the opposite ends. See, look,
And you're more
look,
gray.
Look,
That's
look,
okay,
Hey,
though.
where are you guys
More gray,
sitting?
but more towards the red.
I think so, too.
Blue.
Hey, where are you guys sitting right now? Tell me. This.
Opposite sides of
Opposite
the table.
And where am I sitting?
In the middle of the
More
table.
like
Mediating
purple, though.
towards.
Purple, red, in between purple and red.
That's no.
But
He's
more
dark.
towards
He's
red.
Dark Horse. I'm Marvel. You're DC.
More towards red.
No, actually, I was really sad to see the Dark Horse. I think 2 years.
Did they
ago.
sell out?
No, they stopped making Star Wars comics.
Oh
was
yeah,
the thing.
because Disney.
Disney, Marvel bought 'em.
Partnership.
So, but they made some really good Marvel series.
Well, I'm glad.
I think Dark Empire was a part of that.
Yes, that's a famous story though.
Yeah.
That influenced a lot of Star Wars
That's something
media.
else that Disney took out
They
and
retconned.
tossed out.
Yeah,
Which
but you have to understand if they're coming to breathe new life into Star Wars and make it a cash cow, they're going to need to erase some things because
Yeah, but
they
they
don't
erased-
own them. Is another thing. Disney doesn't own the Dark Horse comics. They don't own them. So
Oh,
they
and
can't
I just
use them
realized
as
with
canon.
with the Knights of the Old Republic games and even the MMO, that's all, or at least the MMO, that's Electronic Arts.
Right. It's EA, and that's a competitor, really.
And then the Knights of the Old Republic, that's BioWare.
Yeah,
And
that's
Lucasfilms too. But
So can we not do this just this first part tonight? Because we're talking as loud as you probably would in that, so it probably wouldn't matter. I think we
Well,
could.
They're not too crazy about it. I got another text about us being loud, so
when
just now.
oh gosh.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll just go for another 10-ish, well, less than 10 minutes, and then close it out. I don't know. Again, as Disney, I would have
Yeah, of course.
retconned everything. Everything that I didn't own.
So, I think that our goal in the next couple of
Weeks.
weeks is just to get everything planned.
It's Batman 2 Revival MLKs. That's actually really good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty frig funny.
No, I think we should just plan stuff out in the next 2 weeks or something, and then each of us come up with a list of movies that we would like to see.
And see if how about this? By the end of this next week, let's get a list of movies, and if there's some overlap, we'll
Then
talk
we'll
about
definitely-
that.
yeah.
Then we'll do that.
But Jarrett's are all good.
Have you ever seen the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? The movie?
No,
That
is
would
it
be
terrible?
hilarious.
It's seriously amazing. No
What is
lie. The first two are really good.
Okay.
Bebop and Rex.
Like, the first one's really funny, I think.
That's cool.
We could do that.
I've never seen it.
It's been forever.
We have to do Man of Steel.
Man of Steel's gotta be
that's-
episode like 3 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't even seen that.
I haven't seen Man of Steel.
But he's gonna hate it automatically. Guaranteed. Yeah.
Well, I feel like you're
I'll
gonna
probably
go into
have
with
a
a prejudice,
bias, but
I did not enjoy it that much, to be honest. I fell asleep watching it the first 2 times, and then I finally chugged my way through a couple weeks ago. But
dang.
it was pretty rough. But to each his own, I guess.
Yeah. I know, that's how I felt with Rogue One.
I can see, Jarrett, where you have
You
like
think you can threaten my mother? I love that scene.
I can see where you could have a position where you could defend Batman versus
I love-
Superman,
I
but
love the opening.
I think Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel is better, probably.
I don't know how you can defend Man of Steel.
I think Man of Steel is better because if you're from a story point of view, you have one thread, you have one story to go on, and then Man of Steel, you shatter it into 4. You have 4 main characters.
But
Really.
you've got-
Yeah, but the main thing for you is probably like the useless destruction. Like you think that happens, but if you watch any DC animated movie, the same stuff happens. It's just because in Zack Snyder's movie, he makes you feel the destruction, and so
a
you're
lot
like,
more
oh my gosh.
intensely than if it was just animated.
And same with Watchmen, he does that too.
I was looking
and like Watchmen is like a parody for like superheroes in general.
Yeah,
like
that's
that
the
movie,
point.
like
It's supposed to be a satire
Because, like,
of superheroes.
you love the violence in superhero movies. He makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want this violence.
Right.
'Cause he makes it
because
so,
it
like,
has
hardcore.
consequences.
Yeah.
No, and
Sounds-
I was looking it up, and it's actually not canon that Batman killed anybody in Batman versus Superman.
They don't
No.
bring it up
No, it is because it's getting brought up in Justice League.
because I was about to say, isn't that the main idea
Yeah,
of Justice
that's-
League? He's trying
yeah.
to redeem himself.
No, I'm saying it's
He did
not
kill
actually
people.
canon that he killed anybody, and like he knocked those thugs unconscious in the warehouse. He didn't actually like kill any of them.
He
Or
basically
in the
killed them.
in the car chasing scene, he like just disabled their vehicles so that they
No,
could,
that's not true.
Yes, that's
no,
true.
it's not.
or if
No, it's
if the
not.
car exploded,
Because he did kill these
no
people. It says
no if the car exploded, the guys jumped out in time
No,
in order
no,
to
you must have got that from like a
I-
dumb YouTube channel.
no
Yes, you
Jared,
did.
Well, Ben, that's the whole point of this version of Batman. Because I was talking to Jared about it before we saw the film, and this is a Batman who's been pushed over the edge, who is
yeah,
willing
he
to
brands.
kill.
It's like
because
oh,
he's-
Batman
he's
brands
snapped.
people now.
Yeah,
He
and
snapped.
I forget what it is.
Okay, prove that somebody
There's
died.
a comic where it's not branding, but he does something with the criminals.
Like marks them, like
Yeah.
tattoos them or something. Well, that'd be really hard to do.
Something. He put something on their forehead, like a bat on their forehead.
I'd be okay with branding them if they didn't show that it had consequences in prison. Like they beat the crap out of them. because
Yeah, but that was
the
Lex
bat
Luthor
symbol.
that caused that.
Oh, really?
That's explained in the Ultimate Edition. That's why the Ultimate Edition is so much better.
Ew. Okay.
And
Well,
it's
if we
even
watch-
explained in the normal movie, but you probably
They
didn't
probably
see it.
they probably blew it by it though.
Yeah, but
Yeah. If we watch episode 4, I'm doing a discussion on blue milk.
Dude, we could talk for about an hour. On
what's
that.
blue milk?
You know when Aunt Beru
Aunt
like
Beru
hands
pours-
Luke the thing
yeah.
and it's got that glass of blue milk. So silly.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Also, there we go.
Them that's got you.